Join us in this detailed tutorial from our expert trainer who walks you through each step. Let's get started.
In this video, we'll learn how to add our team into the team managed project that we created. All right, so let's hop over to the project settings and into access. Now, the first thing I want to point out is the overall project access that we have here. When we created this project a few videos ago, we allowed everyone with access to our overall Jira instance to be able to see, create, and edit any of the issues inside of the project. As you can see here, it is currently open. Now, we can change that project access here after it's created if you wanted to do that. That's just want to mention that that's where you can change that if you wanted to. We can also see all of the people below who have specific roles within this project. So right now I'm logged in as Valerie. She's the one who created this project. And so Valerie is the administrator of this project. Now, just to clarify for the purposes of the video so that you know, this is our team structure. Valerie is the team leader who created the team managed project. So now we need to add Sophia, Ethan, and Maxwell. And let's actually add Maxwell as another administrator so he can help Valerie manage the project. And the fastest way to do this is by adding them by the roles that you want. So let's add our two team members first before adding an administrator. So let's add people. Just type in the people that we want, and Jira will search for the ones as we type them in. So we can see we already have Sophia and Ethan inside of Jira. We can add them. The role is member. Add those two people, and there we go. We've added Sophia and Ethan into the project. So even if this was not an open project, if we change this to be more private, so only the admins and people that you add, if we change that process, that would mean that, okay, now all of a sudden, only these three people have access to this team managed project, with the exception of a global Jira administrator who has access to everything. But anybody else does not have access to this project. So now let's add in Maxwell as an administrator. So type in his name, change the role to administrator, and there we go. It's a pretty simple and straightforward process. Now, if you remember, team managed projects have project scope entities. So setting Maxwell as an administrator, or even Valerie being administrator of this project, it's only for this project. It's not an overall global Jira administrator. In fact, we can see that the admins of team managed projects are not overall Jira administrators by seeing how Jira behaves when we try to add a user who is not already inside of Jira. So let's do that. Let's just type in somebody else who is not currently inside of the Jira instance. And if we try to add them as an administrative member, doesn't really matter what their role is. When we add this person who is outside, it just tells us that you've requested access for this user. Because we're logged in as Valerie right now, who is a project administrator of this project, but Valerie doesn't have permissions to be able to actually add users to the overall Jira instance. And the reason for that is simply because of how Jira's licensing works for users. Now, you can have as many users as you want inside of Jira, but what you pay for is the number of users who have access. So in this example, we have more users than have access. Even if we change who has access, the license costs would still be the same because we still only have the same number of users with product access. However, as soon as we add new users, our licensing can change. I say can change because all of that depends on your specific Jira license. For example, with my license, I'm paying for up to 10 users with product access. So as soon as I hit an 11th person with product access, that is when my bill will change. So all of that is just to explain why a project administrator of a team managed project can't just add anyone who is not already inside of Jira without being the global Jira administrator, because only global Jira administrators have access to control the billing. And actually, we can see what it looks like from the other side. So this is what it looks like from the Jira administrator's side. So I'm logged in as myself here as the overall global Jira administrator. And we can see we have access requests, and we can see the new one that we just had from Valerie to request access for a new user to be added to the overall Jira, which then would then trickle down to the team managed project that she requested access for if that is approved by the overall Jira administrator. Now, the last thing I want to point out, if we go back to being logged in as Valerie, is when it comes to managing our team inside of team managed project is how we can change the roles. So let's say we don't want Maxwell to be a full administrator to be able to add other users. Instead, we just want to have some elevated permissions above a normal member, right? So we can come in here and change the role itself, or we can come in here and actually manage the roles to change what that is. So let's create a new role. So this is, we'll call this our elevated member, basically an admin without adding users. And then we can come in and say, we want to be able to manage all of the issues, but we don't want to actually be an administrator, something like that, right? And we can change any of these roles that we want. But once we create this role, now we can come in and we can change any of these users to be those roles. We can actually have multiples, as you can see, right? And there we go. Now Maxwell has more permissions than a user. He has elevated permissions, but he can't do things like actually administrating the project, adding users, and things like that. Now, I'd encourage you to take some time between videos to look at some of those permissions and the roles that we have available in team managed projects to create the roles that you need for your own team members.
Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.